This week's episode of Raw, Triple H promised a landscape change in WWE. Did we get that? I'll let you know my thoughts on those words by him and just a quick recap of Raw, and then I'm going to cover some other WWE news. This is strictly just a WWE video, so I'm going to make it short and simple here on Screw the Script. Welcome back, everybody, to Screw the Script. I'm your host, as always, Maverick here. Triple H promised a change of landscape. And did we see that last night on Raw? No, we did not. If his idea of changing the landscape in WWE is to just have Logan Paul screw over CM Punk last second and join the Vision, that's about all that really happened. Other than that, it was another same shit, different day, different week episode of Raw. Long drawn out promos, only 4 matches, I think maybe 5 over the course of the long show. Most of those matches weren't super long. You ended up with the same product that we've seen since the last time he announced this shit, which was only a year ago. Not even, I don't think. At WrestleMania, I believe, is when he promised that there was a new era. And so far, it's been absolute dog shit. And last night, nothing changed. But hey, remember, Triple H said that we're in a new era.
Welcome to a new era.
He said, right up here, WWE booking is about having the best storylines and not the best matches. Hey, we're in a new era.
Welcome to a new era.
Some people in our business do this wrong. We don't write the shows in WWE based on that'll be a great match. We write them on incredible stories that we can create. Hey, new era.
Welcome to a new era.
The protagonist, the antagonist, how does that work with each other? Telling stories that can resonate with people that maybe they've experienced in their real life. Some type of fantastical version of that. Hey, new era.
Welcome to a new era.
In all seriousness, though, I mean, this is just absolute proof coming from the man himself that WWE is literally just a drama show. It's a soap opera that has some wrestling here and there. It's not a wrestling show anymore. And any of you that want to say that it is still, literally the owner of WWE, the chairman of WWE, says otherwise, so you can leave that argument behind. Well, but wait a minute. Penta got more pyro added to his entrance. New landscape, new era, right?
Welcome to a new era.
I could keep going on with that bit and that joke, but in all seriousness, Raw was fucking trash. It had some highlights here and there, but overall, it was just another episode of Raw. There was nothing, literally nothing. And even Sean Ross Sapp up here called him out saying, really, like, that was it? You say something like that, and you give the fans hope that something literally big is going to happen, that is actually going to change the landscape of WWE, that is going to install a new era in WWE, but literally nothing happened. Your highlight was a fucking YouTuber coming out and screwing with CM Punk's mind, thinking that he was going to be faced with him for a moment, and then joining the Vision. That was it. That was it. That's your Raw product, everybody. That's WWE in 2025 to a T. I mean, I think the most ridiculous thing about all of this is not even just the fact that Triple H did this, but it's the fact that people will continue to support all this bullshit, all this awful stuff that TKO and WWE have done in 2025 and support it. I mean, you got this person up here. Oh my God. The WWE product is a watered down, slow, boring version of pro wrestling in 2025. This isn't 1985 anymore. This is not even 1995 or 2005. 2025 and going forward, pro wrestling is done the way that AEW and New Japan and other companies like that do it, except WWE. And now they have come out multiple times saying that they are drama and storylines first, and wrestling shoved way down at the bottom in terms of quality, length of matches. I went on a previous video on my channel about people literally complaining about the length of AEW matches. Like, I can't believe they find shit like that to complain about at this point, because no matter what happens in WWE, they gotta find a way to make that a positive and then put everything about AEW a negative, even if it's the majority that most people like it. Like the Bandito match that happened this past Saturday on Collision was in fact better than everything on Saturday night's main event. And if you can't see that and you're going to deny it and say that the main event, the Saturday night's main event, was better, God help you. That's all I have to say. I mean, even a guy like Maven up here is admitting it too. Maven Huffman shares why WWE is losing both fans and him as a viewer. The main reason I stopped watching is because the product has changed so much. It's nothing like the show I was part of back in 2005. Now it feels overly corporate, almost like I'm watching one long advertisement. Fucking bingo. Shit that I've been saying for months. Literally a guy that used to wrestle for WWE. Now you can't say he's biased at all. He literally was employed by them and has been covering pro wrestling since he retired, has his own channel and podcast or whatnot, and he isn't even calling him out on this shit. I feel like TKO is driven more by money than by the art of professional wrestling. Also fucking true. I mean, look at this, screen grab that I have down below. It shows it right there. That ring screams money. Advertisements everywhere. That's what people see mostly when they go to live events, is nobody in the ring, because they're doing fucking promos backstage or ads and all that shit. I also don't believe wrestling is better without Vince McMahon in charge. Vince was a real fan who grew up around the business and knew exactly how to put on a show. That part I don't know if I fully agree with at the end there, but I will say, despite all of Vince's allegations and all that bullshit, that fucked up stuff that he's been dealing with, that he did onto himself, I can see Maven's argument here, where at least when he was in charge, before he fucking lost his marbles the last few years, because I think personally from 2016 or late 2016 through 2019 was probably the worst few years for WWE in a very, very long time. But we're back in the thick of that for sure. That's all I had on this much shorter episode of Screw the Script. Just wanted to basically rant and vent to you about Raw and how Triple H, I think, completely fumbled and failed in giving us an actual change of landscape and an actual new era of WWE since his Mania announcement. Because I guess if you want to say the new era is advertisements, long drawn out promos, ads everywhere on weapons, and soon we'll see it on t-shirts and championship belts and all the like, then sure, I guess he was right. But I think it was just a grasping at the straws moment, trying to get people to tune in to Raw because it has struggled on Netflix since its debut. They're struggling with ticket sales. WWE is failing in 2025, and this is just more proof. As always, this has been Maverick with Screw the Script. Thanks for watching.